Welcome to the Forgotten Lens channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. In 1910 Siberia, loggers posed with towering timber hauled by horses through snow. Their strength built railroads and towns, leaving a legacy of endurance. After the 1964 Alaska earthquake, canned goods spilled from shelves, showing how disaster unsettled daily life, yet revealed resilience in rebuilding. In 1950s Sweden, children in carnival masks smile wide, celebrating joy and innocence. Amid post-war recovery, their laughter symbolized hope for a brighter future. Hollywood, 1930s. A glamorous couple and their terrier captured in a playful studio shot. Amid hardship, cinema spread beauty, companionship, and a dreamlike escape. In 1945 Berlin, a Soviet soldier holds shredded trousers hit by bullets, proof of survival. Amid ruins, his stance reflected resilience and the cost of victory. Colorado, 1920s. Miners pose beside a giant dinosaur fossil unearthed from rock. Their discovery bridged past and present, inspiring awe and scientific curiosity. In 1942 New York, two journalists argue fiercely over a typewriter. Wartime tension sharpened words, reminding us of freedom of press even in moments of conflict. Chicago, 1931. Families celebrate Halloween in handmade witch hats, costumes stitched with care. In Depression years, joy came from unity, creativity, and small wonders. San Francisco, 1906. A man lies amid shattered furniture after earthquake ruins. The image shows fragility of life, but also courage to rise from devastation. Alaska, 1964. A GE truck lies crushed by bricks after quake struck Anchorage. The ruins testify to nature's force and people's spirit to rebuild from destruction. In 1950s America, a group of teens in homemade costumes laugh at a party. Amid post-war simplicity, small joys like this carried warmth and togetherness. Chicago, 1930s. A man pedals a towering experimental bicycle. In a city rising with modernity, his invention symbolizes daring ideas and playful spirit. In 1910, two young sisters share a book under soft light. Education for girls was limited then, yet such tender moments planted seeds of hope and knowledge. Norway, early 1900s. Young women gather in a hall for a cooking class. At a time of change, learning domestic skills gave them strength and independence. London, 1970s. Children play Monopoly as one dares to lie on a bed of nails. Amid harsh times, playful courage reminded them of resilience and creativity. New York, 1973. A businessman proudly shows an early mobile phone on the street. Though bulky, it marked the dawn of portable communication and progress. In 1930s studios, kittens dressed in tiny clothes hold tools of farming. Behind the humor, these staged photos reflected people's longing for innocence. New York, 1950s. Actress Natalie Wood smiles atop a Manhattan rooftop. Amid towering avenues, her elegance embodied the golden era of Hollywood's charm. Dublin, early 1900s. A young woman lies frail in bed after years locked away. The photo reveals the cruelty of neglect and the urgency of compassion. USA, 1940s. A young man proudly flexes in his yard, showing a bullet scar. In post-war neighborhoods, survival became a quiet badge of courage and memory. Syracuse rowing team, 1914. Standing tall with oars on the dock, symbolizing discipline and unity in sport, carrying the spirit of endurance across generations. On a sunny 1920s beach, friends relax on the sand, playing cards, showing how simple joy and companionship built memories of warmth and freedom. In 1950s suburbia, children with a tricycle and homemade cart dream of adventure, echoing creativity and hope in post-war America's youthful spirit. Inside a 1920s passenger plane, wicker chairs line the cabin, reminding us how early aviation balanced comfort and risk in humanity's quest for the skies. New York's Flatiron Building, under construction in 1902, rises against the skyline, marking progress, ambition, and the courage to reshape the modern city. A playful horse drinks soda while a seal waves at the camera, mid-1900s images that reveal humor, curiosity, and the shared innocence of animals and people. Children in eerie Halloween masks, 1950s America, pose on city streets, showing how tradition mixed playfulness with haunting imagination in post-war culture. Nevada desert, 1950s nuclear test. A taxi lies shattered by blast force, evidence of experiments shaping fears and resilience in the atomic age. A test house in Nevada, 1950s, bears shattered windows from nuclear blasts, symbolizing both destruction and the determination to study survival. Halloween night, 1960s. America, children in colorful costumes sit with candy buckets, celebrating joy, imagination, and the warmth of neighborhood traditions. In 1940s America, two women pose in suits, challenging rigid gender norms. Their elegance speaks of silent courage that paved the way for freedom of expression. Russia, 1917. Tsar Nicholas II sits solemnly, watched by guards. A fallen empire captured in one image, symbolizing the end of monarchy and fragile human power. April 1912. Titanic survivors drift in a lifeboat across the Atlantic. Between fear and hope, humanity's fragility and resilience shine on endless waters. During World War I, Red Cross nurses tend to a wounded soldier outdoors. Their care amid devastation reveals compassion stronger than the violence of war. 1950s USA, a soldier tests a one-man flying platform for the army. Though short-lived, it embodied dreams of technology lifting humans beyond limits. Rome, 1950s, crowds gather at a Gucci store opening, a moment marking fashion's global rise, where glamour met public aspiration on Italian streets. New York, 1950s, a saxophonist plays while embraced with love. Street jazz becomes a hymn of resilience, joy, and black culture's soulful heartbeat. 1945, emaciated POWs smile, with tea after liberation in Asia. Weak but alive, they embody hope reborn from war's cruelty and the value of freedom. 1950s America, a couple rests with a trumpet, weary yet tender. Music becomes their shared solace, a quiet strength binding love and everyday struggle. In the 1920s America, three women in suits and hats laughed together indoors. Their defiance of tradition showed style as an act of liberation and unity. Every photo carries a piece of history, a whisper from the past that still beats in our hearts. If these moments touched you, let them live on. Like, share, and subscribe, so together we can keep the stories of humanity alive.